All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, and double honor to my apostles and our elders, great millstone, and shalom to brothers out there and sisters out there also. Okay, this is the brother Shama from my Brisbane, Australia, and I'm back again with another lesson. And this lesson right here is going into the floods that has been happening over here in Australia. Okay, in the state of New South Wales. Okay, the main city, or the capital city of that state is Sydney. All right, so it's been going on for the last 7 days since this flood's been going on. I don't know if you brothers out there, over there in Babylon, UK, Belgium, Tanzania, Nigeria, wherever the brothers are, have seen this the floods happening over here in Australia, and I'm just gonna play this video here, but you go on YouTube, you type in floods happening over here in Australia, you run to these videos right here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play this video, and I'll give a few scriptures, and Lord willing is gonna be edified. All right.
Is so large, the true scale can only be seen from the air. The worst flooding since 1961, covering the Windsor Bridge and separating families.
My son has got stuck there at the property, and he's been saying a lot of people had to evacuate.
The Hawkesbury River rising to 13 metres today. The Premier says it's a miracle no lives have been lost.
In the Nepean Richmond Valley region or Hawkesbury region, there have been about 3,000 evacuations to date.
Another 150 rescues overnight across New South Wales, with more than 18,000 people driven from their homes across the state. On the mid-north coast, locals at North Haven using their own boats to get away and rescue each other. Others using kayaks to try to save cattle. Every coastal river in New South Wales is now under a flood watch, and so are several inland rivers out west.
This has been a very significant flood event for New South Wales. I've been a flood forecaster in the Bureau for 20 years, and this is probably the worst flooding that I've experienced.
38 areas in New South Wales have been declared disaster zones. Those affected by losses can claim federal non-means tested payments of $1,000 per adult and $400 per child. The Prime Minister and New South Wales Premier discussing bringing in the Defence Force.
We understand that this is likely to be for recovery support and clean-up operations, including personnel, vehicles and machinery.
For now, it's the community doing the heavy lifting in Windsor.
Filled about 300 tonnes of sandbags. Yeah, all travelled by hand, as you can see the crew behind me.
Floodwaters from an overflowing Warragamba Dam upstream.
If Warragamba Dam were raised, that would reduce the severity or frequency of bad floods by about 75%. And I can't believe that there are people who would oppose that sensible measure.
The Bureau of Meteorology says the current rainfall is coming from an easterly system, but more wet weather is on the way from the west, creating danger for towns on the mid-north coast that have already gone under.
Some locations, like Taree, had virtually record flooding. So, those communities do not want to have another flood event.
The Premier's message to every flood-affected person in New South Wales: you are not alone.
Some communities who were battered by the bushfires are now being battered by the floods, deep drought prior to that. And I don't know any time in our state's history when we've had these extreme weather conditions in such quick succession in the middle of a pandemic.
Flood debris the only thing on these usually popular tourist beaches.
All right, you see that, man. You listen to the whole video, and ever since I've been to Australia, I never seen floods like that. Usually, it floods over here, over here in Queensland, but it was, it don't get bad like that. I remember last time it got flooded about 8 to 10 years ago. It wasn't like that, But you see, man, in the middle of this whole pandemic, and that shit is happening right now. But hey, it is though. It is what it is, man. Because that tells you that we're in the last days, man, and the Most High is showing His judgment, and the Most High, is pissed off, man, and the Most High is showing His signs, you know, to these heathens, man. Okay, the Most High, Yahweh, is gonna send His son Yahweh Shai back, with all these plagues happening, man. Okay, we living in a good time, man. This is times where we should, as brothers in this truth, should rejoice, man. Okay, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told you before, you know, these floods, earthquakes, volcano, the pandemic, outpours of people. Those are signs that we should be watching out for, man. Okay. Like some countries are gonna get hit by such thing as floods, man. All right, the countries are not gonna get hit by the nuclear missiles. They're gonna get hit by some type of plagues, where they're gonna be in a going through bad condition. All right. You know and then and from there, hey, what more things are gonna happen, worse things are gonna happen, and you think these nations, when America, known as Babylon in the Bible, eventually, when America gets hit by the nukes and Yahushua returns with his angels, you think these other countries are gonna be living in peace? Nah, man, there's gonna be some shit happening. All right, and you went, man. You went to that Michael the Beast is ushered in, and then the World War III goes on. There's gonna be a lot of shit happening worldwide. All right, there's gonna be a lot of shit happening worldwide. Okay, Jacob Trouble is not just gonna happen in America. It's gonna happen worldwide, man. Okay, that's plagues after plagues, famine. Okay, floods. Right now, imagine being in those type of floods, man. Where you gotta flee from your house. Like imagine yourself in that situation, man. Right? It's gonna get tough, man. And such things gonna fall. It's gonna fall to you heathens, man, and to you non-believers out there, or you 2/3 of our people. All right. It says, verse 2, then should thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the hearts will begin to reveal the world which he made. Okay? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and outbursts of the people in the world. And we have been seeing all these things. And now comes in the flood. The flood is a part of a sign. The flood ain't just a randomly thing happening. No. You see what you see, you go ahead and report it, man. Okay? It's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I was standing up on my watch. And right here, we're standing up on our watch, man. Being those watchmen. Okay, and it says here the word watch is just let me go back. Is guard, charge, function, obligation, service, watch, guard, watch, house of detention, or confinement, keeping, preserving, charge, injection, office, function. So right here, we're standing as as watchmen, being charged for the elect. Okay, we watching, man. All right. It says I'll stand up on my watch and set me up on the tower. And we like on a high tower, man, watching for all these signs, all these things happening, and I watch to see what will he say unto me. Who's he? How about Shim How Shy, man? Okay, and I shall answer when I am reproved, and that's our job to, report such things we see. Okay, and that's what we're doing, being those watchmen. All right, telling people what's about to happen. These floods, man. It's just nothing really. The worst of the worst is coming. Okay, the worst of the worst is coming. And these things here are gonna fall to the you sinners, man. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 40. 40 verse in verse 8 says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold upon second. I'm gonna read again. Ecclesiastes or Sirach chapter 40 verse 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Okay. So, but these things happen even more upon the sinners. Okay. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and scourge. These things are crave for the wicked. For their sake came the flood, or came destruction, man. So this flood here coming is, they say nobody has so far died, but really, guess what? You going through it, you struggling, all you fucking heathens out there, you Edomites out there, you struggling, you have to leave your house, all that shit you have worked for. You see what I mean? Most of you heathens, you value your houses, this and that, that's your investment. Well, the flood came now. What happened? You had to fucking leave, man. Okay, you had to leave your house behind. All right. And I'm gonna get our scripture in the book of Matthew 7, the flood, but really he's talking about all these all these other things, but you can use that as what is it, as twofold, it could be a twofold scriptures if if you really think about it, hey, all you people out there, you chose to invest all your time into them houses. Now the flood came and destroyed your house, man. Okay, but hey, if you invest your time in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, maybe you could have been, left alone, right? Or not even face it. Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 39, in verse 28. There be spirits that crave for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pew out their forces and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire, hail, and famine, and death, all these will crave for vengeance. Okay. So, hey, this flood right there, man, it's a part of something, okay, being pushed up on these heathens. All right. Okay, this is the it's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 5. It says, behold, said the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, destruction, psychic out. Behold, said the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world. This is a plague being brought upon the world over here in Australia. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, these things are being brought out because this kingdom we live near right now is fucking wicked. Okay, the people that run it are wicked, and the things in it are fucking wicked. Verse 6 says, for wickednesses have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. You see, that's why these things are happening. Okay, the Most High is pissed off, man. All right, he's mad. But who would know it though? You know. Who would know it, man? But you know what? Maybe I stay incorrect on our book and on that precept in the book of Matthew 7. I'll leave it alone. I want to bring out something to cause confusion, controversial, double check, with the brothers who's ahead of me, Right. This the book of Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. It says here, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Hey, the main person who's ruling the earth right now is Esau. He's in charge of the earth right now, but he ain't taking care of it. So, hey, if this floods is not your cause, it's because, hey, the Most High, got that spirit in the earth to really, do such thing, man. Okay, because right now we over here we in autumn, fall, but this rain, we don't usually receive such things. So, hey, things are changed, and we know Esau got he got that machine, that weather control machine that can produce such a thing as floods, earthquake, a lot of things, man. Tornado, okay, tsunami, um, you know, yeah, Esau got it. So the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. Some of those laws they have transgressed, the land Sabbath, okay, taking care of the earth and all that. Hey, that's a law, but Esau don't keep that. Change the ordinance. You see, change the ordinance, broken the last, broken the the everlasting covenant. Therefore, have the curse devour the earth, and they that dwell in are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men are left, man. Okay, eventually it's gonna be like that. Soon enough, man. The earth's is when you how about Shimon Shah send the you know get that World War III going. Hey, man, and parts of the earth is gonna be burnt up. Okay, that's gonna happen. The only one that's gonna come out of it, make it through, is gonna be the elect. But Esau, nah, man, you done, man. You are done. You fucked up the whole earth, man. Now the earth is crying. The earth is mad. Let me see. Just bear with me for a minute real quick. And we know the Most High has control of these things. The Most High can hold it, can hold this the Most High can hold these floods, man, if he wanted to, but he don't. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 107, verse 29. He maketh the storm a calm, so that the waves thereof are still, man. You see, Most I can do that, can hold it still, but he don't. He's mad. Okay, it's the book of Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited the Most High of hosts with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. You see, Most High is visiting the earth right now. It's like visiting the rulers of this earth. You wicked ass elites out there, man. Okay, and you also, you 2/3 of our people, and you other nations also, man. Most High is making his appearance through these things. Okay, so be ready, man. Okay. Last precept. It says Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse verse 8 says the Most High Almighty. It's like the Most High The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahshua sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away, man? Right? Who's going to be able to stop these floods? Nobody. They're going to go on and go on, man. Okay. Another one, Second Ezra 16:5, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that might drive them away? Question mark on it. Nobody. Eventually, the plague is gonna be the missiles, man. You know. But for now, it's just these little plagues you're seeing happening, man. Okay. And if the Most High wanted to destroy the earth with flood, he would do it like the old time. But no, this time, it's like if the Most High wanted to destroy, take down some of these, you know, some of these countries, you know, with flood, he would do it. You know, take them out. You know, parts. You know, be parts of it. You know, like New Zealand, Australia, Samoa, Tonga, Hawaii. If the Most High want to, you know, hit them with a big flood, he would do it. And who knows, man? The Most High might do it. You know, make these fucking nations suffer, man. All right? You know, you people are right there next to, you know, living in the middle of an ocean, and the Most High has control of it. So, remember, the worst is about to come. Okay? The worst is about to come, man. Okay? The Most High is going to make you people fucking suffer. All right? And America, no, you ain't gonna go down by a flood. You're gonna go down by fire, man. Okay? All right? America's gonna go down by fire, you know. But these other countries here, hey, the most time might make them suffer through floods, man. Okay? And that's one thing I pray for all the time of here, you know, Australia, man. Okay? These cities on the coast, you know, to get hit by floods. And here right now, Sydney got hit by a flood. And I fucking hate our city, man. You know, what shit happened to me over there. I put curses up there, man. And Lord willing, you know, more curses, you know, it's like more plagues are sent to that fucking city, man. That city, Sydney and Melbourne, yeah, I did. I put a you know, a curse upon them two cities, man. The shit that happened to me over there, well, hey, more, Lord willing, more things come upon upon them cities, man. All right. So, you know, I'm gonna stop here. Lord willing, this lesson was edified to brothers out there. And again, Tawada to Yahweh, Bashim Yasha, Bashim Kwakadash. And double honor to my pastors, Noah's Great Millstone. And shalom to brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yasha. And shalom to the elect.